Previously on Dungeon Punks.
Sponsored by Nugs.
IKEA trip.
Hot dogs?
No geometric bears.
We live in a simulation.
What an innovation. Balls of meat.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Game 6 of Round 1 here at the historic Lava Dome. It's the Void Devils versus the Gormaganders. I'm Clip Crushhorn, and with me as always is Mike Truck.
What's up, bud?
Now, Mike, the Void Devils were up 3-0 early in this series. The Gormaganders come back and won 2 games. This is a real must-win for the Gormaganders if they want to stay in the playoffs.
Oh, you know what I've always said about the Gormaganders? They give 110% up and down the ice, and, they're just trying to get some pucks on net, which is all that matters in these games.
Of course, tonight they've got a bit of a problem. Their all-star Scothy twins, both out with flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, it's weird. Something's going around, bud.
Now we're just a few moments away from face-off here at the Lava Dome, but before that, we should get to some of our sponsors. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Dungeon Punks podcast.
Yeah, and the other sponsor for tonight is my Mike Truck's podcast, Pucks with Truck.
It's an unofficial sponsor. Let's get back to Dungeon Punks. It is, of course, brought to you by your Dungeon Master and podcast dad, Stu Pop, and with him, as always, is...
Hello, I am Mike Noble, a very strangely similar voice to Mike Truck, because I bailed on that accent.
And same name.
It happens. And I play Harley Hellberg.
And I'm Phil Seaplack. I play the captain of the ship, Val Kovac. That's my name, not the ship's name.
Yeah.
The SS Val Kovac.
I'm Millie Aldridge and I play Kata.
I'm Mel Shim. I play Onyx Row, aka Solid Gold.
It's been a minute since we've been here.
Yeah.
That's my name again.
I had to drive across the country.
It's 2023.
It's 2023, everybody.
It is 2023.
It's a new me.
Not in the game, though, because in the game it's like 33 or something.
Yeah.
Still. Ugh.
New year, same me.
Truly.
And our crew is also at the historic Lava Dome. You've bought tickets because you're pulling off a heist, and we're diving in. Heist. So you guys are starting. You're in the crowd. You've bought tickets. Did you buy tickets together? Are you all in the same section, or have you spread yourselves out?
We should spread ourselves out.
Yeah.
Because that's less suspicious. Maybe?
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, tickets to Void Devils games this late into playoffs, it's a miracle we just got in the building. Like,
You've absolutely had to scalp them.
Yeah,
I would probably say you're going to need to take like 1,000 credits off of your...
4 tickets in a row?
1,000 monies off of each of your funds.
1,000.
We all got single seats.
You could also, if any of you want better seats, even though you're going to be leaving them almost immediately, you can pay 2,000. Looking at you, Harley, who might want to be ringside.
Just in case.
Just in case the heist gets canceled, you want to be close to the action.
For some of our purposes, being like higher up. Wait, is higher better?
Yeah, higher's better for us.
Yeah. For heist purposes.
Usually closer is
more
better and
more expensive. So actually, for our purposes, being higher up is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what distraction Harley has planned.
That's true. Maybe Harley wants to be the lowest down.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'll splurge. I'll splurge for the lower bowl. It's more fun that way.
All right, Harley's in the lower bowl. The rest of you are spread out, though. Maybe Kata and
we're close-ish.
Onyx are close to one another.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a strange human spectacle.
Tip-off has happened. The action on the ice is going on. How long do you want to wait before you start moving things into...
We all have our walkie-talkies and we can communicate with each other.
I mean, unless you want to be radio silent for safety. But you
would probably extremely uncoordinated.
Might have synced chronometers since we're in
Well,
sci-fi.
that's something probably
Watches.
Kata or Onyx would be familiar with. Is that something we have to worry about? Our security, our comm security?
I mean, we'd be talking to ourselves, which is probably not
which is
completely
fine.
unusual because people would be talking on comms regularly. Just don't say anything that might be suspicious to people overhearing.
But I'm saying also you leak and also ask Stu. But
Would there be people monitoring signals inside the
You don't know.
stadium?
You know what's going on with that necessarily.
I'm not a
I mean, there's going to be
criminal.
lots
I
of
don't
people
know.
will be on their on their cell phones or on their
Okay.
comm units, right?
all right, well,
Also for your security, Onyx is broadcasting 24/7.
We also should do it in theoretically the intermission. because that's when people
Yeah.
are like
Yeah, I
there's
think
less
we-
people.
Moving around.
Yeah.
So
And no one on the ice either.
wait, first period.
Yeah, wait for the first period.
Okay.
Wouldn't there be some kind of like thing happening on the ice?
There is,
during
but it's like they're
intermission?
like in
like kids doing stuff.
yeah, but like fuck that. But they're just en masse. There'd be less people, less eyes on it, less people. Like sometimes they're just like shoot from the center line, and if you get it in, you win a car, kind of thing. And it's like that's one person versus like full 2 teams of
Okay.
teams.
I don't watch
Yeah.
sports, so
So I will just give you a quick rundown of what happens during the first period on and off the ice. So on the ice, pretty quick, the Void Devils score a goal. Otherwise, it's just a lot of back and forth. It's hockey. It's fast-paced, low scoring.
hockey happens.
But things are not going well so far for the Gormaganders. So I don't know if that puts any pressure on Harley.
Harley's having a meltdown. He's stressed.
All right, we're going to add a black hockey die to all of Harley's rolls until the Void Devils score, which I have a point on when that might happen, or until the Gormaganders score. Other things that you notice up on the Jumbotron, guess who's here sitting behind the penalty boxes? It's Starspur House, celebrities in the crowd.
Yeah.
You can see them. They're drinking and partying and shirtless. 2 of them are in the like Green Man
Yeah.
suits.
Of course.
Harley,
One is very clearly Darth Paul. It's like this
has like
pulled
the-
over the mask.
Yeah.
Harley, you getting some ideas? You
Yeah,
can
oh
maybe
yeah.
Use that.
Oh yeah.
You also see the Scothy twins, Harris and Dia, are on the bench in like suits sitting for this game. But halfway through the first period, they do get up and go like back to the locker rooms, it looks like.
If they have flu-like symptoms, should they even be here?
No, it's like it's like the level where you can be in public, but you can't perform to your highest degree athletically. You know, normal flu.
Yay!
Possible suspicious things.
Maybe it's the future and
Future
there's
flu?
ways to like contain it.
Let's not talk about the future flu.
Can you give me a medicine check, since this is something that's popped out as suspicious to you? And it is an average check.
Which is 2 purple.
2 purple.
Okay. Yes, I can. Oh, maybe not. Hold on.
Bunch of advantages.
Advantages. No, can't. That's 3 advantages.
Okay, something seems weird about this whole situation, but you can't place exactly what it is. So I think with the advantages, you just file it into like the back of your mind of like,
The twins? There's something weird with the twins?
something weird with the twins, you just can't place it.
Okay.
Why it's weird, what's the issue?
And they left. Something's going on in the locker room.
Okay.
This is me deducing.
I'm just like, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We'll keep moving. So the first period ends 1-0 for the Void Devils. We're into the intermission. People are like filing out to go get food and things like that. If any of you are monitoring like broadcasts of the game, you would see that now is the time when the announcers who are in the booth or in other like boxes where they're doing like broadcasts
interviews.
doing
Pucks with
interviews. Pucks with truck.
The intermission show.
But from the broadcast view, you can see that is when they're broadcasting live, and there is a live view during intermissions of the space behind them, and you can see the Jumbotron.
Okay, I have an idea.
So it's very visible on camera.
Yeah.
during
Oh, don't worry. We got this. I go up to Starspur House.
Okay, so you're making your way around to Starspur House?
Yeah. I talk to...
A second, sorry, I gotta mark some clocks.
And I pull up the stream on my phone. Like the stream of like the hockey game, like the broadcast.
Okay. You doing this during intermission?
Yeah, to Starspur House.
Okay.
So let me know when I get there.
Yeah, you're making your way.
Okay.
I feel like you're on the other side of it.
Yeah, just let me know when I get there.
Yeah. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yes. So we're in first intermission. I think I have started to make my way up to where the announcers, I don't know what you would call that room.
The booth.
The booth?
The broadcast booth.
I'm making my way up to the booth, and I'm hoping we don't have to resolve this right now, the second, but I'm thinking I may have had to do some prep work in order to get there. I want to be able to be within the booth vicinity, feel like I belong, or make it look like I belong.
Okay.
Which is why I need to be there for the first intermission. And I have an idea for that, but we can resolve that in a moment.
Okay. Onyx and Kata.
Yeah, so I would probably be monitoring a couple feeds with my heads up, just kind of like surreptitiously kind of, watching what's going on in real life, but also like what is being monitored digitally, like publicly, so that we have an idea of kind of what can be seen from where. Yeah, I don't know if that's really going to I have an idea that Mike might have an idea of something.
Okay,
So-
can I just get over the comms then?
So I'll just give you quick information on that.
Yep.
So from monitoring like the different broadcasts, so there's a couple of different like channels that are broadcasting. Most of those are in the lower bowl, broadcasting from like private boxes out. But there is the like local broadcast, which is our friends Chip, Crushhorn, and Mike Truck, as well as the like radio announcer, who's also the in-arena announcer. Those are the three people up in that booth, and that's Dash Blockchains.
Dash blockchains?
Yeah.
Nice.
Plural. Yeah. So those three are up there, and you know that it can. That's the only broadcast that can see
The ice.
the top of the jumbotron.
Okay.
Everything else looks out onto the ice.
Right.
That one does look out on the ice, but also because it's so high up, because they're in the announcer booth, it sees the top of the jumbotron.
I'm having a thought, and that thought is I don't know if I would be able to do this. Might need a hand from somebody who's maybe a little better at hacking. But if we can replace that feed momentarily with like a loop or something from earlier, then that would give us a little more privacy to get up there. Maybe our friends have some, we can kind of recruit PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, whatever the fuck his name is.
I was going to convince Starspur House to just like be in the background and be super distracting, because their whole thing is pranks and they want notoriety. So why don't they just like the prank is blocking out the background of the
For
feed.
sure. But there is a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Okay, something like
Very
that.
distracting,
One of
yeah.
those things or both of those things would be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that might work with the Starspur House interruption. You would know that unless you have prepared something ahead of time, which might be a flashback, looping the feed will be tough because it's all like live talking.
Yeah.
But you would also know that they're not broadcasting that during the game, that angle during the game. It's only when they're doing the talking at the intermission.
Yeah. So if we're going to do it during the intermission, we need that.
Yeah.
I also have an idea for this. If
Okay.
we want to flashback it, it's kind of stupid, but it'll be pretty funny.
Okay. Well, we can get there when we get there.
Okay, then let's
Mel, are you doing anything?
I guess Onyx would be broadcasting.
I'm also like, I feel like that is really just, I know it's your thing,
or
but I also kind of feel like that's going to put
hinder
a major
our heist.
monkey wrench into a heist.
I think
There's got to be a way to
Okay.
use it, but I'm not sure what
well,
that
what
is
if
yet.
I think what you know what the plan. Okay, all right, I'm in. All right, okay. I get on the comms to the team.
Okay.
Got a couple ideas, guys. Three ideas. Gotta get this heist up on the
three.
jumbo. Yeah.
All right, one at a time.
Okay.
One at a time. What is it?
One, I've been thinking. I
Great.
watch so much Pucks on Truck, the intermission show. I know the sight lines from it. I have the video feeds. I have them all saved. They see the top of the jumbotron from there. That's going to be a problem for us. Two of my ideas. One, we get Starspur House. They love doing pranks. I'm going to talk to them right now, see if we can figure it out. They get in the background, block it. Cool. Whatever, might work. Two, I love Pucks on Truck so much, Pucks with Truck, so much that I forgot the name, and I have a lot of their old episodes saved, and it's the same background every single time. So if we get someone to loop it in, like, you know, if we hack the system and upload like one of the videos from Game 4 where they're still talking about the Void Devils versus the Gormaganders in the playoffs, someone might notice it might not be talking about the game, but they all like wear the same thing every game, and it's the same background. Hard to say, it might be different, might buy us some time. Option 3, Onyx, you love streaming. Why don't we use that as a red herring subversion? You look like you're up to something suspicious somewhere else. Get the attention going elsewhere because people are going to be hacking the stream anyways. Well, if that happens, we actually do the actual mission of going to the Jumbotron.
Okay. Along those lines, I'm curious if maybe we can there's a few ways we could go. It's the future. Like we could maybe loop in a new feed, or we could do some sort of what is that technology with the face thing?
Oh, deep faking?
Yeah, can we deep fake?
on the fly.
I don't know. We got holograms
They have a
and
literal
stuff.
AI member in Starspur House.
Yeah.
It's the future.
It's the
AIs
future.
are already doing some real crazy shit right now.
Or maybe ask Kay if Kay has the ability to synthesize, because it's like a visual feed, right?
Yes.
If we could somehow splice, and this would potentially be like a flashback too, so it's not just on the fly.
Just slice the background.
Splice the background with some, or splice a voice modulation thing to construct a fabricated
I feel like
stream.
just cutting in the background might be easiest. Maybe the Green Man suits. We can get the green man in there, and they can act as a green screen.
Could do.
But I'm okay.
Or
just logistically, I don't know if 2 guys in green man suits can cover an entire background.
Yeah, I'm also here. I kind of want to take a pause for a second.
They might be able to cover a specific angle of the Jumbotron, though, but you'd have to line it up right.
Yeah, okay, so I'm kind of having a hard time visualizing something here. So wouldn't the people in the booth see the heist happening?
No, because they have their backs to it facing the camera. The camera would look out onto the ice and the Jumbotron.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I also have it in my headcanon that there's like a plot twist that they're actually just holograms and they're chilling at home. Like they're not actually there.
Okay.
I mean, that plot twist is only a despair away.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing for sure is we need somebody in the booth to confirm like what the situation is, because we only have like outside information of what we see on the stream, but there's probably like a whole team in the booth.
The team is probably in a broadcast thing, but there's probably a cameraman.
Yeah, like there's got to be
and maybe
someone,
a sound guy.
Yeah, so they will see what's happening behind them.
I mean, like realistically, we're just minimizing. We're not like it's not going to be zero. Like it's not like there is no real situation where we can get no one knowing what we're doing.
Here's a potential
we're just minimizing
a use of a flashback, perhaps. We could flashback to Val somehow either
Getting rid
of or getting the job as the cameraman.
Yes, so that was what I was going to insinuate. I was assuming that probably they need, I wasn't going to do cameraman, but like I imagine they need like an assistant, like a personal assistant that's like getting coffee or getting things of that sort.
That's a great idea because you could be anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just like, this is my sickness in my brain. And I'm like, how would they do that? And I'm just like, Val's a Make-A-Wish kid who loves pucks with truck and wants to be the cameraman. I don't like that's how he gets in.
I'm a 30-year-old Make-A-Wish kid.
Not gonna lie to you, Val can probably pass as a camera guy better than he can a
child,
a personal assistant.
Yeah, really? You think so?
I also think that being the cameraman might be a little more advantageous because you would be the person literally looking in the camera viewfinder.
Yeah, you could just not turn the camera on.
Yeah, but we then would have to fabricate the feed because there will be people who will be like, wait, where's the feed? So we have to do some jankiness, but that means I'll have direct access to the feed. So I'm thinking I want to flashback to a way.
Give me that story point. Let's flashback to how are you taking this job? You knocking a guy out? You applying with some computer hackery?
Just find the guy who's the actual cameraman and infect him with something minor that's virulent enough that he'll have to stay home, but not that will kill him, which you could do, I'm sure.
Yeah. Thanks for stealing my idea.
It was obvious.
But you're killing him?
No, I mean, I'm a herbal.
I imagine this happening in character of Val is about to have a really good idea, and then Kata just kind of info dumps an idea out.
Wait, you're a botanist? You could poison him. I'm like, yes, I was going to poison him.
Val's like holding the vials as he's about to explain.
That's exactly what would happen. Yeah. Kata has 0 tact.
But yeah, I would have basically constructed some sort of like contagion that would have just kind of knocked the camera guy out of commission. Nothing super deadly, but that combined with fabricating some credentials that would allow me to be the replacement.
Yeah, you could always pickpocket those credentials off of them. How soon before this are you doing it? Like a day before?
Yeah.
All right. This guy's name is Beep Signal.
All right.
I feel
all right, as a DM, I'm gonna need you guys to come up with this like really long-winded creative plan. And this person's name on the other end is he's a cameraman. Beep Signal.
His name is Man Camera.
Isn't it Beeps?
Fine. You want me to go to the next one on the list?
Yeah.
Beep Signal 2 on the notes for you. Fine. His name is Jank Macarena.
That Jank Macarena fucks. That one's sick. What is this name generator? This is a different one.
This
right?
name generator is just like phoning it in at this point. It's just picking random words.
Just whatever he sees in the world. Like, okay, I'll just match words together now.
His name is Blanket Poster.
Jank Macarena is how I describe my dancing.
Coffee Diceman.
Yeah. See, it's harder than you think.
All right, so we cut to Val is like just in the lobby of the like broadcast corporation here in Lava City, and you're just kind of waiting for him to walk out. He's waiting for like whatever broadcast he's working on that day, and you see Jank Macarena, who you've determined is going to be the cameraman for Game 6.
Okay.
He's walking through the lobby. He looks like he's kind of ending his day. He looks a little tired.
Great.
He's sort of fumbling with like a coat and a briefcase.
Briefcase. Wow.
Wow, official.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like other like desk work to do or like something. Yeah.
Admin work. I get it.
Harley
Honestly, it's probably a backpack.
Harley gets on the comms to Val and goes, "Make sure to shank Jank."
What?
Like shanking a guy, like you're gonna take his stuff so you can dress up as a captain.
Oh, I thought you were like, make sure you shank him.
I thought so
I don't
too.
know. Man, sure, I don't.
Just get him right in somewhere
So,
vital.
Is that the actual
That
definition?
would remove him
That-
from the
I didn't know
situation.
that.
So I'm not actually good at like literally pickpocketing, that sort of thing. I might have to have a little bit more of like a elaborate plan here in order to just somehow swipe his...
Just
I mean, you have other crew who could help you with stuff, right? You just need to get him with the injection.
Gotcha, yeah.
right.
a spritz, an aerosol.
Or aerosol.
Chloroform.
That might
It's
be more
chloroform.
obvious, but
I'll help you out. I'll distract him. I don't know. I'll talk to him about
Okay.
something.
Okay.
And then you can go behind
Okay,
with the injection. That's what we do.
perfect.
what about
If it's an
lifting
injection, you
his-
are shanking him.
What about lifting his badge, though?
Yeah, that's the part I was thinking of.
I guess it might depend where he.
Okay,
keeps
I
his
have a
badge.
plan. I want to do the thing. I think we saw this in the show somewhere, but I'm doing the thing where I'm gonna inject him.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rapidly happening. And I'm gonna feign the guy like, this man needs help. And while he's dropping down and I'm just like checking his vitals, making sure that he's
doing first aid.
doing first aid, I swipe his credentials. So that is what I want to do. And then Onyx will provide just the initial distraction so I can get up close.
Well, let's role play this out. Onyx, you're approaching this guy. What do you say?
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
hey.
a little bit lost. Could you help me? I need some directions. I'm new here, and like I'm kind of hungry too. So maybe if you have any suggestions of like things to do, what to eat. I'm just like really excited to be here. I've never left home. This is like the first time. So
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Flashback. Harley's giving Onyx a talk, being like, "When you talk to this guy, make sure you play it cool.
He's like, yeah.
Act natural."
No, I mean, there's a few good places to eat around here.
yeah.
What do you?
Oh, I'll eat anything, really.
It really narrows it down. Thank you.
I want to try like something new, like maybe something really spicy.
And then I want to swoop in
Okay.
and pull the whole... I clearly see that he's got places to be. He's tired. And I do the whole thing where I like pat him on the shoulder, but with the injection or like...
It's probably just like a little
I'm just using the like Star Trek thing where they can
Oh,
just
yeah.
inject through their clothes.
a hypo spray.
yeah, yeah.
And then I come up and be like, dude, I got this. You take off. I'll help her out.
Alright,
I got to
give
find
me
some food as
a
well.
skullduggery check to administer without it being noticed.
I'm just trying to think if there's
this-
literally anything else I could do because that's like the worst option. For
I
me.
was gonna say, is there a chance that I could like? I don't have any ranks in skullduggery, but I do have 5 cunning, and that is a cunning tactic. Is there any chance I can be like, okay, like in the idea of like it's something Harley theoretically is
Can I
good at
just like
because-
shoot him?
I was about to say that. Could you shoot him?
Can I just have like a little like,
Yeah, technically, like if it's a stab, but if it's a shot, it's like
or just like as I'm coming up, I just from the trench coat.
And I'm like talking to him, and he's tired.
so it would still be skullduggery because unless you want to be caught shooting him.
But it's also like, okay, my argument to like the idea.
The other thing you
of
can do
rolling
is
this-
you could. I mean, we're kind of far because you've already said you walked up to him.
Yeah.
The other option would be you get Harley, who has a high cunning, to do it, and then we make him do a skullduggery and you a medicine for how effective it is.
Okay, so I think Harley should do the administration.
Yeah, I'll give it
then.
a shot. I mean,
If we can do this as a team, we have Onyx
Blabbing.
blabbing, and then it's now your time. I see this happening, and I'm like, okay, Harley, it's your go.
Okay.
And
So Harley basically does what you said you
Yeah.
initially did.
but I'm just like I'm keeping watch of the plan, and then I see the opening, and I'm like, okay, Harley, go
okay,
now.
so I have. This would come in handy.
I'm gonna give
Actually-
you a boost dice from Onyx's assist,
I was gonna say, can I leverage my?
and this is gonna be hard.
So that's
He's a
3.
cameraman. He's good at seeing stuff.
But Can I argue that my trait of being unremarkable and not being recognized in a crowd actually is beneficial to this because like I'm otherwise just like nonchalant about it?
Not in this case. No, that might have other benefits. Like people, if you fail, people have a hard time identifying you later. Yeah. But
okay, so hard is 3.
Hard is 3.
All right, let's fuck this guy up. I'll take that. Yes, that looks good to me, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got 1 success, 4 advantage.
That's good. That's a good roll.
Yeah, it's good enough.
You were able to inject this man. And I'll say with those advantages, you need to make like a second roll to also then like pickpocket his...
Just take his shit.
I mean, you're just taking a badge, right?
Yeah,
so
I know.
This man is having a medical emergency.
Yeah, let's role play. What does this look like as you approach and
oh my god, I didn't do anything. I was just talking to him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Harley looks up, like cut it out. Harley just Harley just keeps walking like he didn't do anything.
Yeah. So actually, maybe this is when Val comes in. When he collapses,
is there a doctor here?
I come in. And I tell you guys to like back off, give him some space. And then that's when I come in and start like doing medical first aid stuff to kind of keep him from dying. But he's not going to die.
But I have his shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Harley just walks out.
Yeah, it just leaves.
Unremarkable. Who was that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Who was that masked man?
Yeah.
You can probably tell Onyx to go like call 911 or whatever, so you have an excuse to get
You in the turtleneck. Call 911.
Activate the emergency services protocol.
Can I have like a wig too? And like maybe glasses.
Don't she has to disguise?
Yeah. She needs to disguise herself.
You in the glasses that looks nothing like on.
You ugly glasses wearing person.
There's no way you're an influencer.
Your chat is like, this disguise is so good because it's still on.
Yeah.
Do you have like the typical like I'm making myself look unattractive disguise, which is like glasses and a curly ponytail and like an ugly sweater?
I should say that because of
glasses and a perm.
I don't think the chat would actually know that we planned this because theoretically Onyx would just be talking to this person and then he would have collapsed. Yeah. Right? Like it's not like
the chat's a little bummed that they didn't get recommendations.
Yeah.
And also they don't remember that Harley was in there at all.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that guy?
Yeah. It's like a nice little shoulder tap.
Oh my god, Daddy Captain's saving that guy.
Yeah. Wow.
He's so cool.
Sick. He's zaddy.
Oh, yeah.
Just to break the time in my mind's eye, we engineer it and then we pour it out, not at all how we met. Nothing much left to learn, nothing much left. And then you watch, you watch, you watch, you watch, and then you watch, you watch, you watch, you watch, you watch.
We cut back to the broadcast booth. Probably very sweaty because I don't think you're that great at lying either.
No.
Val is behind the camera.
I mean, he doesn't really have to lie. He is there to operate the camera. Mm-hmm. It's not a lie.
I'm definitely better at that sort of stuff than like literally
Sleight of hand.
cunning skullduggery stuff.
But
And like your face is covered by the camera.
You're now in place behind the camera.
Okay.
You've got a good view of everything. One problem is it'll be hard for you to communicate with everybody because you're in a room with 4 other people.
But theoretically, you could hear us. You just can't reply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have an idea, but I want to go last on the story points.
Okay. I mean, you might not need to use all of them to get to you. And we haven't even resolved the fact that you are headed towards Starspur House. I think it is time to cut to you as you approach Starspur House.
But they're behind the benches, right?
They're behind the penalty box.
Okay.
Which I guess are also behind the benches.
No, it's not. They're on the other side.
Oh, okay. Hockey. I know it.
Can you remind me of what Starspur House? Because they have some kind of. They know what's up. Because they had like the fake plan, right? Or like one of them.
As far as you know, they were trying to get the information about where this vault was.
Yeah.
So it is potentially suspicious that they're here, or they might just be here because they want to watch a hockey game.
Yeah.
See, as soon as you said they were here, I was like, they also have nefarious plans, maybe.
Well, Harley,
they don't.
since you've got eyes on them, like that's going to be woven into your objective. Is to make sure that-
I was going to originally use them to distract, but if we have Val up there, that's pretty.
I think we still might need them, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go talk to Starspur House.
Okay, which of the members are you approaching? Make it
Who is? Yeah, I was gonna say, which voice are you more? Would you want to do right now?
do Big Cobb.
Let's do Big Cobb Energy.
All right, you approach Big Cobb. He's like,
Whoa, hey, Cobb, it's Harley. Remember me from like the Smoothie Planet?
how could I forget you, man?
Yeah, pants. Cheers, pants fall down. It's crazy.
I remember you because you're the least memorable person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, which is really weird how that works, right? Like you just kind of like acknowledge how unremarkable you are, and because of that, it's like how Kurt Cobain.
It's really
back
just
in the
about being
90s.
true to yourself, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, what brings you guys here?
Oh, we're just watching a game. What's your vigilance?
What are you guys doing here at this hockey rink?
Oh, they're just watching hockey.
Okay, let me rephrase. I didn't know you guys were Void Devils fans.
What's your vigilance?
Not good.
I don't think any of us is good.
Yeah, I think we all have terrible
Maybe
willpower.
Maybe Phil.
No, I have
Nope.
2.
It's like I have 2.
You have 2? Okay, so it's 2 purple for his lie. That's 2 success and an advantage for him. So yeah, these guys are just here to watch hockey.
The fuck,
Well.
dude! I didn't know you guys were Void Devils fans.
Oh no, Gormaganders all the way, bro.
Dude, what do you think about the Twins being out though?
Oh, it really sucks, man. Like flu-like symptoms. Like I remember this tale of this like ancient warrior, Michael Jordan, who played a flu game.
Yeah,
and I think like why don't they just do that if there's flu-like symptoms?
I agree. Like
they're wearing masks.
They were just such men back then. It's crazy, like just like how it happens now. But like, I don't know. It's really bizarre because
I can't believe how like wussified sports have become in like the last 1,000 years. You know?
But like it's crazy. So,
but at the same time, I guess you gotta like honor yourself and like take care of your body. You know what I mean?
Okay, so metagame. What I'm gonna try to do is nerd out so much about the game that I actually like catch them in a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, like the Scathy Twins thing is interesting. It's kind of bizarre because like the past few games, it like in the 78th game when they were playing the San Jose Space Sharks, like I think they had kind of like a weird situation, like they weren't connecting the way that they used to. Like they were on a line with space name Beep Signal, and it was just so like they just weren't connecting the way
you like Beep Signal's podcast? Because I like that's one of my favorites, bro.
Players aren't allowed to have podcasts.
Oh, Beep Signal's not a player, my guy.
No, Beep Signal's on a line with the Scathy Twins.
Wait, which Signal am I thinking of? Does his brother have a podcast then?
No, you're thinking of Pucks with Truck. He's the retired guy.
No, that's not the guy I'm thinking of. Like his podcast is okay.
Pucks with Truck fucks.
I mean, it fingers at best, my guy.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like Gormagand, like how long have you guys been a fan for? Like, the run in what year are we in?
It's 3153.
Dude, I know, like I've been a fan for so long. It's 3153. The run in 2011 was so good. Like I just kind of looking back on that historically.
You've been alive for 1,000 years.
No, I've just been a fan. It's been,
No, he's looked at the historical documents.
I mean, They just couldn't compete athletically back then. Was the game today, though.
Well, who do you think's ever since the coaching change? Like what did you think of the last coach?
Oh, what an idiot!
Really? Because he won a lot of awards. That's kind of a weird take to make. It was unfortunate they had to leave because his mother died.
You're being really antagonistic right now.
No, I'm just really passionate about hockey. Anyways,
give me a charm roll against. I don't know. Say it's average, but upgraded twice. It's gonna be 2 red dice.
2 red, sick. This is gonna suck. I'm just like an aggro hockey fan now.
Oh no.
That's a failure and 3 advantage. So you have not gotten them to slip up in any way.
Yeah.
Which I think is just because you already failed your vigilance is just like convincing you more and more. These guys are just here to watch hockey.
Yeah. But I just think they're like idiots who don't know anything about the team.
Yeah. But what do you think the 3 advantage gives you?
I'm not pissing them off.
Sure, but I think I wanted to like give you like something that like moves this forward a little bit.
Yeah.
So you were trying to either figure out why they're here or get some information about the twins.
Or convince them to
I was
do
just,
pranks.
Yeah. Let me switch the subject to like doing pranks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because with Starspur House, I'm kind of thinking like I think my advantage I think that I want to use with them is they happen to have like an extra seat and I get to watch the second period with them.
Okay. I think that's fine.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, we're like, we're hanging out, like, oh, sick, you're watching the game, cool. But it's like, by being amongst it, I can like observe what, like, maybe unknowingly observe what's going on. Because like in Harley's brain, he's just like, fuck yeah, like I'm sitting with my boys now. And, but in reality, they're probably scheming too. And like, like Harley has very high perception and I can pick up on stuff like that.
I have an idea.
So like, I think for the advantage, maybe Big Hobbs just like, yo, dude, we have an extra seat. Do you want to come hang?
Yeah.
So
So he's like, oh, dude, listen. Sorry, the aggro comment, that was a bit, I was feeling a little attacked there, but that's on me. I'm working on that.
I love this team and I apologize for being
we have an extra seat, because PlayStation 5 is literally just an AI. So.
Yeah. It's so sick. It's like taking a baby on a plane.
Yeah. So if you want to just hang with us, for the period.
Dude, I'd love to. Love nothing more.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Great.
Okay. Sick. A lot of perception checks coming up in the second, just as a heads up.
And I think that will be the end of the first intermission.
Okay. So
what was the intermission game? Like, what was going on? Who won a car?
Yeah, it's
pretty difficult.
Won like a space Winnebago
Sick.
shooting
Space
pucks
van.
It's used.
at stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a pretty ballsy idea potentially, and this would have definitely required like a fair amount of a prep. But what if somehow we had set up like a halftime show or like a intermission show and woven that into a literal smoke screen? So we could have like set up like smoke bombs going off and lasers and like the smoke
T-shirt cannons.
Yeah, and then like you could have rigged smoke bombs like coming from the top of the dome, and that would have kind of literally obscured the jumbotron, everything, and that would have been woven into the actual presentation. Yeah.
And then could that also be like a recon mission where we're like up there weaving these smoke bombs or whatever and looking at trying to find
we're the
figure
game
out
sponsor, so we can do it.
Wow.
Podcast is a sponsor.
Yes, but metagaming.
That
We're
would be
actually
so
Dungeon Punch.
sick. The plot twist at the end of all of this is that we, like us as like, like
Heads in jars.
we're the ones who like saved the day.
Okay, can I use a flashback to do that? Like somehow we
Is that a stupid idea?
arranged to be the second intermission halftime show with like smoke screens and Harley doing his magic, or Onyx doing something. One of them, because they're
I mean, logistically, it's like.
So I think there are 2 ways to achieve what you're looking for.
Job stuff.
Which is either the probably very hard thing, because you only have like a couple days before this game, of becoming the act for the halftime for the second intermission thing, which is usually handled by like in arena personalities. Or you could have somehow gained access to and tampered with the like pyrotechnics and light show stuff, like equipment, and reprogrammed it.
So I think it would be best to have a literal smoke screen, like smoke bombs going off from the ceiling, which would drift down and be most obscuring up by the Jumbotron.
Okay. I have an idea.
It'll be more and harder rolls for you guys to flashback to access the top of the arena than it would be to use the pre-existing like show pyrotechnics, which would be down on the ice, to do that. You could rig those so they would put out way more smoke and it would fill the arena.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy to do some kind of...
I was also going to say, if we do rig the pyrotechnics to like fuck up and do like weird shit, that could be cause for evacuation.
I feel like I can make it so that it contains the smoke primarily directly above the ice.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
I mean, I think we have the plan.
Also, like, evacuation just puts a bigger target because people are going to be like, what happened? There's going to be investigations. This gives us more time. It's better if no one knows what happened.
The pyrotechnics were too much.
We're moving into too much planning territory. I'm gonna cut us off. We're gonna go to Kato's flashback of like in a back room somewhere tampering with the pyrotechnics.
Yes.
So I need a mechanics check from you. It will be... I think it's gonna be hard on this one, and I'm gonna say that one of those purples is a red because there's a chance of like catastrophic failure with any explosives.
Catastrophic failure.
Don't die.
I'll be fine.
Don't fall off a bike.
Maybe I minored in explosives, mining technology. I don't know. I'm gonna use inventor. When your character makes a check to construct new items or modify existing ones, use this talent to add a blue die to your check.
Okay.
I'm modifying existing things.
Yes.
Just roll my handful of dice. 4 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. So you definitely do it. It's going to work very well. It will rapidly fill the arena with smoke. I just think the disadvantage is going to advance a particular clock here.
Okay.
But only one of them.
Cool.
So
Pyro is a go.
A secret clock has advanced, but the pyrotechnics are ready to go at the second intermission.
Cool.
On which you all know as you watch the second period of the game.
Harley's going to do a perception check. He's watching the game, kind of just like seeing what's going on with Starsper House, like kind of like checking it, like on his way of like saying hi to everyone because there's like 13 of them or whatever. Just, not openly looking for anything weird because he's not suspecting anything weird, but because he's such a perceptive guy, he can like see if someone's off kind of thing.
So this is going to be hard with a red. So 2 purples and a red. Don't forget your black dice because you're distracted because the Gormaganders are down right now.
Still haven't scored?
They have not scored yet. Still second period.
2 purples, a red, and a black.
That's a strong success.
3 successes. You have 4 ranks in perception.
You know I do, baby.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
The eyeballs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's a lot, yeah. Okay, so all in all, good. I think the advantage is just that Starsper House doesn't notice you like watching them, and you can see they're like every once in a while, like they'll kind of away from you, like groups will like communicate and stuff, and like. You can kind of see, though you can't see what it is because it's like heads up display kind of stuff for them. You can see that you get the signs of like some of them are talking over like a text chain kind of thing that you obviously can't see because it's just in their like cyber eyeballs.
Okay.
They are clearly planning something. They're not just here to watch hockey after all.
Okay. Is there...
And the other advantage, Gormagander score.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Get rid of that black dice. Harley loses his shit. Who scored?
Who did score? It was Plasma 6 digits.
Is anyone gonna?
Just words mashing together.
Does anyone have plans on using a story token?
Smashing it.
How many do we have left? 2.
2.
I did one already.
I might do one, but I also might use it right now for something that I could try to.
What?
But are you running into a...
You haven't really run into a complication yet.
Yeah.
You just know that they're planning something.
I was going to say, because that guy scored, can I use a story point to get a blue dice because that made him hardly win his hockey pool?
No, it's just removing that black dice.
Yeah, okay.
Save the story points for
Yeah.
more significant
Okay, I also...
things.
Yeah, sorry.
No more pants. No more story pants.
I mean... I didn't see any
You can
other
add
solutions
5
to
credits
that.
to your
Yeah.
well, that's what you won in your pool.
Yeah.
On that note, as you notice, these guys are up to something, you hear the brrrr. That's the end of the period. End of the pyrotechnics start going off to like welcome the people to the ice that are going to do the thing. It's like celebrating some local leaders, and like pyrotechnics start going off, and then they really start going up. And then they keep pumping out smoke, filling the arena, which covers the lower bowl in smoke, which means, Harley, you are now in smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to Kata and Onyx now who have to make a move here.
I guess we'll climb up there.
Yeah,
You guys are probably already in position at this point.
Yes, probably. Because we would have spent the last
Period.
however much time
Yeah.
these things take
Mm-hmm.
getting to where we need to execute and also examining the ceiling.
For
Or
way
we can just
out?
take the jetpack.
Yeah.
Well, that's for
I-
after. Yeah.
Could just take the jetpack if you want to throw plans out the window.
No, I think we would actually execute whatever plan we've.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a flashback where we flash back to us figuring out how we get up there?
Yes.
Flashback to the
Sure.
blueprints.
Yeah.
Yeah, spread the blueprints out on the table, and we're like, yeah.
I
it's
think you can
me,
either
me.
give me like an education or a streetwise roll to go to the city archives and get a blueprint of
Okay,
the
yeah.
arena.
If-
Oh, I
Those
thought
are
we-
publicly available. So this would be like a knowledge something check.
I'm stupid.
Oh, I can do
Streetwise or
knowledge.
streetwise?
Knowledge,
Can I
do.
do a streetwise check as well? I have marks in it and it's cunning. I'll help.
I'm a dummy.
So how does helping work?
So helping would just get it, when you help in a roll, you use the highest of the, like your abilities combined. So if you have a specific knowledge that would help in this game.
Oh, I thought we were doing streetwise.
So you have knowledge society, which would give a
Yellow?
Yeah, that would be good.
yellow to
Yeah.
Kata,
2 yellows.
2 yellows?
We have
Do you
two.
have two
I have
ranks?
two ranks in it.
and you would
Sweet.
use Kata's intelligence.
Yeah. Thank God.
Higher than yours. So that's how you would help. So you and Kata
I'm
going on a
smarter
trip to
than
the local archives.
We
It's gonna
just learned how this works. We could have been like teaming up and doing everything together.
It's gonna be it's gonna be average.
Don't think I have anything that would give me a.
I'm gonna upgrade it just to throw an extra red dice on there and give you a story point back. I'll figure out what happens
That
if
makes
any
one
bad
of
stuff-
them red?
makes one of them red. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think Deep Pockets or Union member helps me.
Union might.
Union, yeah.
Maybe. You maybe have like some
Union
engineering.
Connection at the
Connection.
city archives?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know entirely, but
Sure, give yourself a boost dice. Yeah, the city. It's a municipal building, so it's definitely unionized.
Yeah. Okay. I know somebody who knows somebody there.
Yeah.
nice.
No.
Oh
No.
Okay, so
you,
there's
Stu.
a despair, but otherwise,
Good roll.
success and
Otherwise-
advantage, and several advantages.
So this still counts as
Yeah.
a failure, right? So it cancels this out? Is that how that works?
Yes, that counts as a despair does count as a failure.
But you still got.
1, 2. Hold on.
So you got 1 success and however many advantages. 4 advantages.
you
And
do
it's-
find a
and
good
it's
route. You know the
Fuck!
back routes you have to follow, but
But it's a holiday and they're closed.
something else has occurred. Some attention has been drawn by the fact that you rolled a despair. You were not aware of what that is. I'm going
Scary.
to mark a couple segments of some clocks here.
Fuck you, red die.
But you have the blueprints though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the blueprints. You've marked out your
Stay there
plan.
and think about what you've done.
And so we can cut back to you accessing this like service hallway that will take you up to the rafters.
Okay.
Great.
We'll put on janitor's uniforms so nobody notices us.
You
I have another wig.
Suits.
Yeah. Another wig. Some different glasses.
Yeah, different glasses.
Like a Joe Dirt wig.
I feel like you have like the short cropped like pixie cut wig.
Yes.
Boiler suits, and we'll throw a clipboard in there too, just for
Yes.
good measure.
Yes, because then we look like managers or something,
Yeah.
or supervisors,
High vis safety vest.
We're practically invisible.
Yeah.
and walking with purpose.
Yes.
Okay, you head that way. Things are going well. You got a success. You got 4 advantages. This is going well for you. You're able to access the back. You're up in the rafters. You walk across to the jumbotron as all the smoke is going through. I think Val, just that we don't need to do a flashback for this. You just kind of plug in the thing you've recreated a
A background.
background that will at least last, like, give them like a couple minutes.
I think that is also at this point mostly as just like to cover our tracks.
Yeah.
In case like when
Yeah.
police start reviewing the footage, they can't find anything.
I think because we're not flashing back, maybe you have an earpiece that's like from the broadcast. We're like, what's going on? Like, why is this looping like last game's footage or something?
Right.
And you kind of just take your earpiece out.
Can I do another perception check in the smoke?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're working towards something.
We're working towards the second shoe.
Yeah.
He's got to drop it.
Yeah.
You you're walking across. We'll cut back now. You don't need a perception check of this. Starspur House starts getting up and moving out of their seats. And then we're back up on these rafters that you guys are crossing, and you can see the like vault door now on the top of the Jumbotron, and it is slightly open. And as you cross over, you see it like open all the way. You can see there was actually like a wire coming out of it, and like zipping up on the wire, affixing something to her belt is Nat Nakase. That Nat, Onyx's rival.
We hate her, guys. We hate
She
her.
looks directly at you. All her like 4 cameras pointing at you, and it's like, oh, looks like Onyx is too late again, and starts ziplining up. And here's a song from a band we like.
Boys at the Central
That was the Black Halos and their song, Better Days. And in the middle of the episode, you heard the song Parade by Front Person. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow Dungeon Punks on all of our socials or check out patreon.com/dungeonpunks. For as little as $5 a month, you can get early access to episodes, bonus monthly talkback episodes, deleted scenes, and, maybe a few more goodies. Dungeon Punks was produced by Kirk Hamilton for the Podcasts of Doom Network.